Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another tactic, and this one is very, very interesting because I think it's a role that not many of you use. This tactic will be using two Raumdeuters. Now, I think I've said that right. It is a German word. If we dive into the game, this is how Football Manager defines a Raumdeuter. The Raumdeuter, literally translated from German, means space investigator. His main role is to find pockets of space in which to operate, essentially a wide poacher. The Raumdeuter takes up a seemingly harmless position out wide, waiting for the opportune moment to burst through the defensive line for that telling shot or cross. Sounds like a very interesting role, but people predominantly use the inside forwards and inverted wingers here. Today, GYR has a tactic with a double Raumdeuter. Now, I will say we have tested this with a couple of different teams. Bayern won everything on offer. We always test teams with an elite tier team, and we also tested this with AFC Wimbledon. They're not exactly predicted to get promoted out of their division, but they did win the title using this tactic. And also, if we take a look at this test that we did with Arsenal, because Gareth has called this "Don't Get the Saka," because obviously Arsenal's fantastic season, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 𝙈𝙚 also having a fantastic time. Arsenal won the Premier League with 88 points, beating Liverpool, Man City and Manchester United all the way to that. They beat Manchester United as well in the Europa League final, winning that one 2-0, and they also won the Emirates FA Cup, beating Liverpool in the final of that one. So a fantastic season for Arsenal. They did lose the semi-final of the Carabao Cup to Manchester City, but it's Manchester City. This tactic, though, if we take a look at 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, he is the top goal scorer for the team. Obviously, no knee injury ruling him out in this particular instance. 53 appearances, 46 goals for him, and 6 assists. The team has done very, very well. And if we go into the tactic, you can see here things are looking fantastic. You can see lots of goals throughout the team. Emil Smith-Rowe with 12, Trossard with 12, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 𝙈𝙚 with 11. He's currently asking for a new contract. Martin Odegaard with 11, and then down here we've got Martinelli with 18 and 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 with 8 with the 46 that we did touch on. This tactic, as I said, is the GYR 4-2-3-1. Don't get the Saka. Obviously, very interesting tactic here. If I quick pick this without restriction, the best 11. There we go. There's all the names in the team that you would be familiar to see. We are going to go through and break things down, guys, role by role, instruction by instruction. But if you do like the tactical content, guys, please do drop a like on the screen, on the video down below. And whilst you're down there, please do go and check out GYR. He creates these amazing tactics for me to bring to you. So hopefully you can go and show him some love as well. So starting off in goal, of course, we have Aaron Ramsdale. Now, he is a sweeper keeper on defensive duty. Now, he has additional instructions on him, guys. The additional instructions for him are take for your wrist and tackle harder. You can get onto those by hitting this edit button here and selecting take for your wrist and tackle harder. You know they're selected with the green border that goes around the edges of the box, guys. In the right back spot, of course, we have Ben White, an absolute revelation at right back this season for Arsenal. He is a wing back on support duty with the additional instructions of sit narrower and tackle harder. You can tell which ones, guys, are the additional instructions by the white cog and the red circle that are attached to this. And if you do need to pause the video at any point to get these instructions bang on, please feel free to do so. Moving into the centre backs then, first of all, we have a ball playing defender on defensive duty on the right hand side with the additional instruction of dribble less. Obviously, this is Big Willie Saliba in this particular instance. His defensive partner alongside him, another ball playing defender on defensive duty with the additional instruction again of dribble less. On the left hand side, we have a wing back on support. This is of course Zinchenko. Unfortunately, he is playing left back in this instance. Wing back on support with the additional instructions of sit narrower and of course tackle harder. Now, if we move into the midfield, first of all, we have Jorginho, who is listed as the box-to-box midfielder on the right-hand side of the two in this 4-2-3-1. Box-to-box midfielder on support with the additional instruction of tackle 𝘼𝙗𝙪. Alongside him, Thomas Partey, out there for potentially being a player of the season. He is a deep line playmaker on support duty with the additional instruction of course, 𝘼𝙗𝙪. We are getting stuck in with this particular one. On the central attacking midfield, let's start here. It's an attacking midfielder on support duty, a fully customizable role, and Gareth has decided to add the instructions of get further forward, move into the channels, and of course again, 𝘼𝙗𝙪. Moving on to the right hand side, the tactic is named after this man. We have Bukayo Saka. He is a Raumdeuter on attack, of course, with the additional instruction of 𝘼𝙗𝙪. Look at the instructions, it comes with the Raumdeuter as well. Pass it shorter, cross less often, get further forward, sit now, move into channels and roam. These players are just going to be all over the place and creating these pockets, much like Arsenal do in real life. On the left hand side, we have Martinelli, who is of course another Raumdeuter on attack. They both have the same instructions with the additional one of 𝘼𝙗𝙪 for Martinelli. Then up top, we have an advanced forward. This is of course Gabriel Jesus, an advanced forward on attack with the additional instruction of 𝘼𝙗𝙪. Of course. Tactical style, it doesn't really matter what you select in this particular instance, guys. We usually go with gegenpress or clean slate if you have it. I understand this is not available on console, so you won't be able to get that one just there. The mentality is a positive mentality, and then these are the in possession instructions. This is how we're looking. So an attacking width of fairly wide, we are passing into space and we are overlapping on both sides so that the fullbacks get up, allowing the Raumdeuters to kind of move in and around and kind of do all that work there. We're focusing the play down the left and the right, and we are having a shorter passing directness with a higher tempo, low crosses into the final third, and we are running at the defense in terms of that dribbling style. In transition, this is how we're looking, guys. We are counter pressing when possession has been lost, and we are countering when that possession has been won. And the distribution type on this one, guys, is to roll it out. No long kicks, no stupid kicks, just rolling it out to defenders' feet, building that attack from the back. Out of possession, this is how we're looking at, is a high press. That line of engagement is right up there, but a standard defensive line, nothing too committal, and obviously you are receiving the ball by being thrown the ball, rolled it out, so the defensive line doesn't need to be too far up the field. We are triggering that press much more often though, and we are of course preventing that short goalkeeper distribution. Please do let us know if you use this tactic in your saves. I'd be very intrigued to see how it does. Obviously the Raumdeuter is a very specific tactical role, which I think could be really good in a lot of saves, and a lot of people don't use it because of its funny name. Let us know down in the comment section if you do use a Raumdeuter, and if you don't like the sound of this Raumdeuter formation, check out this playlist here. It's all the tactics that we've released on FM23 so far.